Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Wainwright. We've got some Saturday night hockey for you tonight between the Wainwright Rustlers and the Coronation Royals. It's the Rustlers' final home game of the regular season, and we'll talk more about the upcoming action after we hear from our PA announcer, and we got a special pregame ceremony as well. Well, that was a nice pregame ceremony we had. The Rustlers tonight in their final home game of the regular season honored all the special women in the players' lives, wives, mothers, grandmothers, girlfriends, and they all got to go on the ice for the ceremonial puck drop, which was cool to see. Special thanks to our Rustler honorary captain of the game, Beckett Horn. His dad in the starting lineup. Cole Horn playing on the right side of the blue line. And we are ready to go. The Rustlers won the opening draw, but Coronation jumped on it quickly. Wainwright able to bat it out to center ice. The Royals come the other way. Newmeyer in the corner can't handle that rolling puck. But the Rustlers not able to clear it right away. Got a loose puck and a bunch of feet, and quickly the referee's arm is in the air, and we got a penalty coming up. It's going to be a roughing call. And just 22 seconds into this one, we're going to get a power play for the Rustlers. Cody Urema heading to the box, 2 minutes for roughing, and the Rustlers quickly on the power play to start this first period. Wainwright wins the first face-off of this power play, and it's Fletcher skating it around the zone. He feeds it to Tippler at the point. Back to Fletcher, top of the circle, across the way, looking for Huxley. Sorry, looking for Horn. He's able to get it back up top to Tippler, and his shot was swallowed up and held on to, and we get a whistle. Royals win the face-off, quickly send it down the ice. And Mullet will be the one to pick it up behind the net and start this breakout on the power play. Carson James down the left wing, feeds it across the way to Calvin Dicker. Stops at the top of the circle, gets it to Comerford, back to Dicker. Looking for Comerford again. The lane is shut down, but a nice little saucer pass gets it to him at the point. Dicker now skating it towards the blue line. He gets it back at the top of the circle. His pass back to Comerford goes off a stick and out into neutral ice. Halfway through the power play now for the Rustlers, just one shot on goal so far. But now they got it in the corner. Hamilton trying to find it in his skates. He scoops it up, leaves it for Comerford across the Mullet. He winds and fires a hard one. The save was made. Royals able to clear it again. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Eisman comes way out of his net. Played around the Mullet. Now Horn down the right wing, crosses the blue line. Quick save made there. And the Royals cleared again. Now Fletcher through the neutral zone. He crosses the blue line. Stops up on the half wall. Kicks it down into the corner to Ackroyd. Now back up top to Tippler. Across the way to Horn. He fires one, but it's blocked. Rustler's able to keep it in the zone. Power play opportunity is over. But they still have control in the offensive zone. Horn at the point now. Looking for a redirect in front. Doesn't get one. Tippler fires a high shot over the net. Fletcher picks up the loose puck, feeds it to Horn at the point. He fires a shot, gets a tip off a Coronation stick and up into the glass. Or up into the netting, I should say, and we get a whistle. Goaltenders tonight for the Rustlers, it's Thomas Eisman, and across from him, Seth Thies. And the Rustlers come into this game sitting in second place in the standings at 11-5. They're tied with the Aces, but they beat them both games, and the Rustlers, they score. Quickly off the face-off, Lishka picks it up, goes to the backhand, steps right out in front of the net, pops one home. And the fourth line gets the job done early. 3 minutes into the game, the Rustlers up 1-0. Now, loose puck in the neutral zone. The Royals get to it first, played into the near corner. Weeks is there to pick it up, playing defense tonight, I should say. And now Horn picks it up at center ice and flips it down. Comerford's able to get to it first. Tried to pass down front, but nobody there. Puck ends up at the point. Horn's long shot gets a tip right in front of the net. Bouncing puck in the blue paint. The Rustlers can't bag it home. Berg's able to keep it inside the blue line, trying to get a tip from Fletcher at the front of the net. Now loose puck out in front. Fletcher couldn't corral the bouncing puck. Now battle in the corner. Tipler's in there to help him out. And they're able to get it to the point. Berg fires one glove side, and it's caught out of midair by Thies and held on for a faceoff. Off the draw, the Rustlers corral the puck, but it scoots out across the blue line, so they got to regroup. Now Hamilton carries it across the line, deep into the corner. Shovels it down to Dicker. Little one touch pass from James is off the mark, and now the Royals come the other way with a chance from the face-off dot, but that shot right in the belly of Eisman. And he swallows out the first shot he sees tonight and gets the whistle. Royals win the draw. That shot from the point squeaked through all kinds of traffic, and now loose puck in the blue paint. Eisman made the first save, even though there's no way he saw that puck. And then the rebound just sat there right in front. And the Rustlers get away with one as they were able to clear the zone. Now Fletcher with a nifty move to kick the puck up to his stick, gets it into the corner to Leggett. He plays it up the wall. Mullet's there to fire a shot towards the net, but just wide. Now Weeks feeds it forward to Fletcher down the left wing, just avoids a big hit. He's able to slap that puck forward into the zone, but it trickles right on net and we get a whistle. As I was saying earlier, before that quick Rustler goal off the faceoff, the Rustlers tied for second place right now, but have beaten the Irma Aces, twice in both their head-to-head matchups this year, so they hold the tiebreaker there. If they win this game, they wouldn't lock up second place, but it would be pretty darn close. As Provost trails the Rustlers by 2 points. And they still have 2 games to go, just as the Rustlers do. Now the Rustlers stay on side just barely and feed it over to James in a short side shot. Kicked aside by Thies. Jecker from the corner feeds it to Hamilton down low. He skates it back into the corner, leaves it there for Berg. Around to Dicker. James picks it up along the wall. But now lost in his feet. A loose puck chipped forward by Horn. Dicker fires one on net, just wide of the net, I should say. When the Royals pick it up. But they're not able to clear it. James picks off the pass. And a point blank shot is snagged out of the air by Thies. Great save to keep his team down by just 1. So 6.5 minutes now into the first period, and the Rustlers are still leading 1-0. Puck just came out across the blue line, so Weeks had to dump it in and let his teammates get on side. Now loose puck just outside the Coronation blue line is picked up by Comerford. Will drop pass to Fletcher. He's got to chase it down though. Into the corner. Coronation now able to clear the zone. But good team defense by the Rustlers, shutting down the rush in their defensive zone. And they get it back just inside their own blue line. Now Lishka out across the blue line, fires past cross ice, goes off a Coronation stick, but the Rustlers able to play it in deep anyway. Clausen from behind the goal, tries to feed Lishka, went off a shin pad. Clausen gets it back. Plays it in deep and chasing it down himself. But now the Royals able to clear it. Compton plays it into the corner and chases it down. But two Rustlers there to muscle him off the puck. But they're not able to get out across the blue line. They do on the second attempt. And McGilvery hammers that one around the wall and in behind the rest of the net. Bailey with it there. Tries to go up the wall. Nothing doing. Now Jackson sends it forward, and Leggett can't get it out of the zone. Now Bailey picks it up, feeds it forward to Leggett. He gains the red line, flips it in the air into the near corner, and Aykroyd chases it down. Swings around to Fletcher and a pass out in front, but it looks like Leggett wasn't ready for it, wasn't expecting it. Nearly a great scoring opportunity for the Rustlers. Now the puck just scoots outside the Rustler blue line. And they're able to clear it down the ice. That stretch pass for the Royals doesn't connect. Horn picks it up behind the net. Tries to ring it around the wall, but fanned on it a bit, but then he's able to pick it back up. Sends a hard pass to James, who gets it out across the blue line, slams on the brakes, looks for a centering pass, but nobody was there. Now James from the far corner. His pass is picked off. The Royals flip it out to the neutral zone. Dicker, a nice little move. Gets it to himself, chipping it around the defender, skates it into the offensive zone, steps in, and almost scored a gorgeous one-man effort goal. I think the goaltender might have got a piece of that with the knob of his stick. Now the Royals come the other way, but a good defensive stick by Weeks pokes that puck loose. Now he skates it out across the red line, chips it in deep, and chases it down. Tipler's there with him. He finds it, gets it to the point to Mullet. He'll ring it around the wall. Fletcher's there to pick it up. Steps out in front. That sharp angle shot was stopped and held on to by Thies, and we get a whistle. Comerford wins the draw, and the Rustlers played in behind the net. But Coronation able to clear the zone. That stretch pass off the mark, though. Horn's going to chase it down. Plays it off the end wall, looking for Berg. And he'll reverse course back to Tipler. He'll chip it off the boards all the way down to the Royals blue line. And now the Royals maybe with a chance. A hard shot from the top of the circle. Baker denied by the blocker of Eisenman, but the Rustlers not able to get it out of the zone. But That puck bounces off the glass and up into the netting. So we get a whistle. Rustlers win the draw and Bailey picks it up. He gets it to Fletcher, who's got some speed down the wing, tries the centering pass. Eventually it bounces its way to Leggett. His pass out in front doesn't connect. And the Royals able to clear. Now Leggett flips it through the neutral zone. Fletcher picks it up. Tried to get it to Aykroyd, but passes a little bit behind him. He couldn't pull the trigger on a shot. The Royals come the other way. Down the middle of the ice, but a good defensive stick by Mullet. Puts a stop to that chance, and then he blocks the following shot. And now a pile up of bodies behind the net. Everybody gets up and play resumes. We got the Royals trying to play it around the wall, but Fletcher is able to steal it away. He's flying down the left wing. He's got Leggett with him. But his centering pass is deflected off the mark. Now Coronation from center ice plays it in behind the wrestler net. Berg feeds it over to Clausen. He goes off the wall. And James able to corral the bouncing puck, feeds it to Hamilton. Down the right wing, fires a high shot, but over the net. Berg's shot from the point was deflected, but still kicked into the corner. Now Hamilton gets it down low to James. His centering pass goes off a stick. Berg's able to keep it inside the blue line, fires a shot high over the net. The rebound off the glass came all the way out to the high slot, and now Dicker with the chance. That puck is kicked away. Horn from the top of the circle, shoots and scores. And on the night where his son was the Rustlers' honorary captain of the game, Cole Horn fires one home and makes it 2-0 for the Rustlers. Just under 6.5 minutes to go in the opening period. The Rustlers extend their lead. Cole Horn. Now the Royals gain the zone, fire a low shot, but wide of the net. They're able to keep it in the zone. And now from behind his net, it's Ethan Weeks. Tries a centering pass, went off a skate. Fletcher's there to pick it up, flip it way in the air, but it ends up in the seats. Nearly caught my rec hockey teammate down there in the first row, but landed in the seats. No harm, no foul. And the Rustlers win the draw. Fletcher gets it in deep, and Aykroyd chases it to the corner. Pass out in front, and Leggett got a piece of it. They're scooped up, and the whistle goes. Wainwright wins the draw, and it's Jackson from the point. Sends it to Leggett. His shot is blocked. Now down low is Ackroyd. Try to get it back to Leggett in front of the net, but too many Coronation sticks in the way. Bailey from the point is able to get it into the corner. Fletcher chips it around to Leggett. But he got tied up on the end wall. Coronation can't clear, though. Still tied up in a number of skates down there. Eventually, Coronation comes away with it. Royals up the left wing, but that one-touch pass doesn't connect, but the puck scoots in on goal, and Eisman holds on for the whistle. A little bit of rough stuff behind the net. Bailey making it known that he doesn't appreciate a little poke at his goaltender. So full set of fresh legs out there for the Rustlers with 4:33 left to go in the first period. Horn skates it out from behind the net. Carries it himself all the way through the neutral zone and then leaves it for James. Across the way to Dicker. His shot looking for a redirect in front. Horn got a piece of it. But then Coronation able to pick up the rebound and clear it. Berg from the left side fires a high shot over the net. It'll ring around the glass and all the way down the ice. Horn taking his time behind the goal. Finally steps out, fires a hard pass towards Lishka. And that's going to be icing. So the Coronation Royals playing for pride at this point. They're out of the playoff picture with just 2 games to go after tonight for them. They're coming to this one sitting at 2-3. Just a pair of points ahead of the Flyers, who are in last place. Well, they played a decent first period here so far, keeping the second place Rustlers to just 2 goals so far. And now Lishka with an opportunity picks up a loose puck in the neutral zone, fires a long shot, but wide of the net. Weeks' shot was blocked and ricochets out to center ice. Fletcher chases down the puck in the corner, leaves it there for Tipler. Skates around the net, tried a centering pass, but the puck rolled up on its end when he fanned on it a little bit. Now Mullet down the left wing out across the blue line. Tries a nifty move, but loses control of it. And so Jackson plays it in deep. And the Royals try to break out, but Fletcher's there to pick off the pass. Leggett gains the zone, skates it to the right side. His centering pass is blocked. The Royals clear the zone, but it was touched, so no icing. Now the Royals keep it inside the blue line. That shot from the point was deflected, but ends up wide of the net. And now the Rustlers will get themselves a power play. That was a pretty clear slashing call. Everybody in the arena could call that one. And then the Rustlers weren't too happy about that shot. from the blue line after the whistle. And now we're going to get an Ackroyd penalty as well. Chase catch. It's going to the box, 2 minutes for slashing. And then Ackroyd got sent as well. So no power play for the Rustlers. Ackroyd with the retaliation. I didn't see the signal, but I presume a roughing call. It's usually a pretty good assumption for for Cole Ackroyd. It's going to be a cross check for Ackroyd. So offsetting Miners, still 5-on-5 hockey with 1:23 left in the first period. The Royals win the draw. That shot from the point ends up wide of the net. Horn flips it out to center ice. Dicker's there. Tries to chip it ahead, but now we get another whistle. Some more rough stuff going on behind the play. It's going to be a holding penalty against Mike Newmeyer. So the Rustlers will get their power play just a few seconds later. Quick shot off the draw. James is denied. Dicker able to knock down the clearing attempt. Skates behind the net, gets it to Carson James. Crossed the way, looking for Hamilton at the back door. The pass is picked off. And now the Royals put a stop to the Rustler breakout and an opportunity there, but Eisman with a great save. Good patience as he stopped Jaden Buxton in his tracks. Rustlers win the draws. We got 35 seconds left in the first period. Now with numbers, it's Hamilton. He's got James with him. Feeds it to Carson James, but his shot high over the net. Mullet from the blue line feeds it to Dicker. 22 seconds to go. He goes all the way across the corner for the one-timer, knocked down by the glove of Thies. Now we got 12 seconds to go. Royals can't clear. Mullet winds, fires one, gets a redirect in front. Dicker with an opportunity to the side of the net. Passed it instead of shooting. And now a chance if they shoot quick. Mullet fires one and a chance to the side of the goal, and the puck squirted through the blue paint as the buzzer blew. The Rustlers with a myriad of scoring chances right before the buzzer, but they can't cash in. But they'll still have 48 seconds of power play time when we return for the start of the second period. We're going to take a break for the intermission, and we'll be back with you shortly, about 20 minutes for the start of the second. That one back on, and then hit sponsors on the eye. There you go. Welcome back for the start of the second period. The Rustlers start the period on the power play. Just 30 seconds left in it now. And the Royals send it down ice. Rustlers play it through the neutral zone. And now Coronation sends it all the way down the ice, right on goal. Zeisman directs it towards Mullet. His long pass hits Dicker. He drops it for James. Slamming on the brakes, spinning around and on cross ice to Dicker, and a chance in tight for Hamilton, but he couldn't get it to his up to his stick. Now the power play is expired, 5-on-5 hockey. As Coronation plays down the ice, and it was far enough for icing, but let that one go, let the boys play. Now Fletcher down the left wing fires a shot right on goal, steered aside by the blocker of Thies. Wainwright flips it into the zone, and Coronation flips it right back out. Now the Royals with a chance, but a great diving effort from Cole Horn. And Berg will chase it down in the corner. Takes a whack at it, but can't get it out of the zone. Horn blocks the shot and is able to chip it out across the blue line. Berg from behind the net. Leaves it for Horn. And they flip it out right to center ice, but the Royals knock it down and play it back in. Horn sends a long pass forward to Comerford. He scoops it up, plays it forward, trying to hit Tipler in front of the net, but pass just out of his reach. Lishka gets the stick knocked out of his hands, looking for a slashing penalty, but didn't get the call. We do get offside against Coronation. Rustlers win the draw, and Jackson sends it forward to Comerford. He tips it into the far corner. Tipler strips that puck loose, but the Rustlers can't keep it in the zone. Klishka intercepts a pass, fires it in deep. Comerford in on the chase, throws a hit in the corner. The Rustlers can't get a hold of the puck. The Coronation able to clear it. Hamilton chases down a loose puck deep in Coronation territory. He's not able to get the pass off, and now the Royals the other way. Nice little toe drag to step around Weeks. If he's able to spin around and get a whack at the puck and knock it loose. Now James knocks the puck free, gets it to Dicker. Out across the blue line, drops it for Hamilton. Now back to Dicker. Steps in, goes to the backhand, but it's knocked down. Weeks turns and fires. Hamilton pick up the puck, look for a backhand, no look pass, but there was nobody there. That gave Coronation a chance to clear it and go for a line change. Rustlers flip it way up in the sky out to center ice, and Fletcher's able to pick it up. Skates it in behind the net. He's got Horn at the point. He fires a shot right on goal, knocked away. Coronation picks up the rebound, sends it down the ice. And that will be icing. 4.5 minutes gone in the second period, and the Rustlers still holding on to a 2-0 lead. Royals played in behind the Rustler net. Berg's there, but we get a whistle as Berg touches the puck. It's going to be a holding penalty, and it's going against the Rustlers, number 3, Ryder Tippler. So the Royals will get their first power play opportunity of the evening. Rustlers win the draw, play it hard around the wall. But they don't get it out of the zone. Berg fans on the clearing attempt, and the Royals able to get it out to the point. Now cycling it down into the corner. Newmeyer plays it up top to Kopach. He'll send it to the corner. Baldwin gets upended by Horn. Now the puck pinned against the wall in the corner. Royals able to get out of the scrum with it, but Berg just got enough of the puck on that cross-ice pass to knock it loose. And then Horn with another big hit in the corner. Loose puck in front of the net is scooped up by Lishka and cleared down the ice. Full line change for the penalty kill unit. Shot from the point, kicked aside by Eisenman. And now Hanger from the point winds and fires a one-timer wide of the net. Hamilton finds it in the corner, blasts it around the wall and all the way down the ice. And just 30 seconds remaining in the Tippler penalty. And that Royals passes off the mark and goes down the ice for an icing call with 6 seconds left in the Russell penalty kill. Loose puck off the draw, pops up in the air, lands on a Royal stick, and they clear it. Tippler now steps out of the box, and we're back to even strength. Tippler just missed on a huge hit. Now chance in front for James, but his shot high and over the net. Comerford feeds it to Tippler. He'll ring it around the boards behind the net. And now Mullet from the point. He winds and fires through traffic. It went off maybe a leg of somebody there. Thies had to make a good reaction save. James feeds it across to Comerford, and he tried to tap it back to Tippler, but it'll scoot out just across the blue line. Now chance in tight, and some rough stuff going on in front of the net. The Rustlers come away with the puck. It's Aykroyd firing and scoring. Aykroyd goes high, blocker side on the rush, and buries it to make it 3-0 for the Rustlers. Just over 8 minutes into the second period. Now the Rustlers will be on the penalty kill once again. It's Leggett heading to the box. We got 11:23 left in the second period. And the Rustlers have Hamilton and Brett Leggett, Weeks and Mullet out there for the penalty kill. And now they're going to be down 2 men. Hamilton with a bad luck tripping. We got 6-on-4 right now as Coronation had gotten the 10D out, but the Rustlers touch the puck and Hamilton will make his way to the box. So the Royals have 1:35 of a 5-on-3 opportunity. Try to get themselves back into this one. The Royals gain the zone. A soft shot towards the net is steered aside by the stick of Eisenman. And now Coronation trying to set something up. And a chance there. That shot from the right side is kicked aside by Eisenman. The rebound bounced up in the air, landed on the Royals stick. But then the Rustlers steal it right back, bang it off the wall and down the ice. Buxton plays it into the corner. Hanger trying to chase it down. He's got 2 teammates in there battling for it, and Horn keeping it pinned against the wall for the Rustlers. Great play by Horn, knocking the puck loose again and yet again pinning it against the wall. Coronation comes away with it, tries a little short-handed shot, but Eisman holds his ground on the post. Weeks knocks the puck loose, but they can't get it out of the zone. Now, cross-ice pass is picked off by Fletcher, and he pokes it forward, and he might have a chance short-handed. He's got some wheels when he turns it on, but didn't have the angle as he got cut off halfway through the offensive zone. And now Carson Leggett steps out of the box. The first Rustler penalty comes to an end. Baldwin's cross-ice pass hits Shaker, who tries to go back the other way. It ends up at the point, though, when that shot blocks. Now Kopach from the corner plays it to Buxton at the top, and the shot now from Shaker is kicked aside by Eisman, and now Hamilton, fresh out of the penalty box, skates it down the ice. He's got Comerford with him, and Comerford fed it back to the back post, but Hamilton couldn't get all of it. Now bouncing puck in front, scoots wide of the net. Mullet keeps it inside the blue line and plays it in behind the net. But it bounce off the boards and into the blue paint. So Thies holds on for a faceoff. 8:27 left to go in the second period. Rustlers still up 3-0. And off the faceoff, the puck dribbles right on for the goal. So we'll do it all over again. Off the face-off, the Royals bang it off the glass and down the ice, but Bailey chases it down and sends it the other way. The Royals were able to get it into the zone once again, but the Rustlers quickly chip it down the ice. Aykroyd with all kinds of speed down the left wing, got to it first and got the pass to Lishka. Lishka now picks up the loose puck again, but gets his pocket picked. And the Royals send the puck in deep. Now they keep it inside the blue line, and that shot from the top of the circle is swallowed up by Eisman. And a face-off upcoming. Hard shot right off the draw. Goes off a shin pad and wide of the net. Rustlers not able to clear it yet. Now Clausen picks it up in front of the net. Feeds it forward to Carson Leggett. He gets it out across the blue line. Fires a shot off the blocker of Thies and into the corner. The Royals get it down to the Rustler blue line. Now Horn from his own zone. His stretch pass off the skate of Clausen. So the Rustler's able to pick it up. It's Tipler flipping it down into the corner. And in the corner, it's Muller chipping it off the boards. Gets it to Weeks, who just ducks out of the way of a big hit. And Comerford around the wall to Tipler. He's got a reverse course back to Mullet. And the Rustlers played off the wall. That pass towards Comerford out of his reach and down the whole way for an icing call. 6.5 minutes to go in the second period. Face off coming on Eisman's left-hand side. And the Royals win the draw. Skated in behind the net. And now up to the point. Back down to the half wall, and that shot blocked. Now Weeks scoops up the loose puck. He'll skate it a bit and feed it over to Fletcher. Fletcher into the corner. His line mates were going for a change. So he just keeps the puck deep. Lets those fresh legs get out on the ice. And the Royals quickly up ice. They skated into the corner. But the puck carrier loses control and Dicker's there to scoop it up. Plays it around to James. Clips it up in the air. And it's knocked down with a high stick. So the Rustlers have some time to pick it up. James skates it across the blue line. Shovels it across to Hamilton. He goes back to James, but the pass is behind him. Now Horn knocks the puck loose, picks it up himself, gets it to Hamilton. Down low, and his pass goes off a skate. And the Royals are able to get it out of the zone, but not very far. Horn's there to pick off the pass. But the Royals steal it right back, play down the ice, not far enough for icing. So Berg hustles down there to pick it up, sends a stretch pass to Aykroyd. He'll chip it off the wall. Leggett chases it into the corner, plays behind the net, but nobody there to pick it up. So Coronation comes down the ice, plays it in behind the net. But the Rustlers aren't able to clear it. Horn has to chase it in the corner and play it behind the net. Fletcher's there to pick it up in front of the Zamboni doors. but can't pick it up cleanly. Eventually, the puck does squirt out across the blue line. But the Royals can't clear. Tipler picks off the pass, comes in, fires a backhand shot off the shoulder of the goaltender. And now Fletcher gets it to Tipler and a good shot, an even better save by the blocker of Thies. And now a loose puck and now some rough stuff in front. Aykroyd mixing things up in front of the net. Took a little jab at the goaltender as he was covering the puck. And of course, the Royals don't take kindly to that. But nothing more comes of that than a couple shoves and a few words exchanged. 3.5 minutes to go before the buzzer here in the second period. And now out to center ice. It's Buxton. They'll ring it around the wall. Eisman comes out to stop it. Now Lishka feeds it forward to Comerford. And he bobbled the puck right before the blue line and put himself offside. Jackson from center ice plays it behind the net. And the Royals just able to get it out across the blue line. And the Rustlers are offside. The whistle blows and face off coming just outside the blue line with 3 minutes remaining on the dot. Coronation gets the puck in deep. Eisman plays it across to Bailey. Now Dicker along the wall, chip it out to center ice. Hamilton hustling to try and chase it down, forces a mistake. And the Rustlers nearly had a chance there, but Dicker's drop pass just off the mark. And now Dicker knocks down a loose puck. He's in all alone, goes to the backhand, and he scores. Calvin Dicker makes it 4-0 for the Rustlers with 2:14 left in the second period. Liska's shot goes high over the net. Berg able to keep it in the zone just inside the blue line. The Royals clear it this time. Not far enough for icing, so Berg has to hustle to chase it down. And the Rustlers can't get it out of the zone. But Berg, with a great defensive play, throws a hit and knocks the puck loose. And Wainwright's able to turn it up ice. Carson Leggett didn't get all of that shot from just inside the blue line. And the Royals pick up the rebound. And that shot from outside the blue line is snagged by Yzerman, held onto for a whistle. Royals win the draw. Played around the boards, behind the net, with the Rustlers there to pick it up. We chip it out to the neutral zone. The Royals stretch pass is picked off by Weeks. And now another bad luck tripping penalty against the Rustlers. This time it's Cole Ackroyd heading to the box. And the Rustlers will go back on the penalty kill with a minute, 5 seconds left in the second period. Royals win the draw. And we work it up to the point. Buxton's shot is blocked. He gets it right back. He can't do anything with it, and Berg's able to pick up that puck and clear it down the ice. Now the Royals skated deep into Wainwright territory. 25 seconds to go in the period. Comerford picks it up, hammers it down the ice. As time ticks down, we got 10 seconds to go. Buxton from center ice will flip it in right on net. And Eisman will hold on to that one with 3.5 seconds left before the buzzer goes. And that'll do it for the middle frame. The Rustlers scored twice in the second period to make it a 4-0 lead after 40 minutes of play. And they'll come back for the third period, try and close things out here. We'll put a further stranglehold on their second place finish in the standings. But we're going to take a break for the intermission. We'll be back with you for the start of the third period shortly. Don't go far. Welcome back for the third period. It's a 4-0 lead for the Rustlers heading into this final period of regulation. And the Royals just astride offside. Face-off coming outside the zone. After a couple of spicy words were exchanged. Ackroyd still in the penalty box for that tripping call with 30 seconds to go on the Rustler penalty kill. And they turn it over in the neutral zone. The Royals with a chance to set something up here. But Josh Berg put a stop to that quickly as he picks up the loose puck and fires it around the glass and down the ice. And Ackroyd steps out of the box now. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. And a classic Ackroyd move as he skates from the bench from the box to the bench. Just casually knocking the stick out of one of the Coronation players' hands. And a chance here for James, but that puck was rolled up on its end, bit of a knuckle puck, and he didn't get all of it. Now Weeks from the point, gets a redirect in front from Hamilton, and now loose puck in the crease. But the Royals just able to get it out across the blue line. And now a whistle. It's a penalty upcoming and a skate in the face here of Ethan Weeks. He was down on the ground and the Royals player trying to step over him. That was a bit of a dicey situation, but he looks like he's no worse for wear. But it's going to be a roughing penalty. And it's going to go against Caleb Kobe. And the Rustlers in the face-off, and Bullet fires a shot, but well wide of the net. And the Royals on the clearing attempt end up putting it in the Rustler bench. So the face-off will come right back down in Coronation territory. Comerford from the blue line fires a shot off a Coronation stick. And the Royals able to clear. Mullet with speed down the right wing. Skates it behind the net. Gets it to Hamilton at the point. Over to Comerford. Back to Mullet. He had to settle the puck down, but then fires one off the blocker of Thies. Now Mullet at the point again. Skates it to the top of the circle. Goes across to Hamilton. He goes up high. Trying to go top shelf over the sprawling goaltender, but put it over the net. Now Dicker gets it to Mullet at the point. And the puck ends up out at center ice. Comerford gets hauled down. And now the Rustlers will get an extra man advantage. It's going to be a tripping penalty, and it's going to be against Hunter Baldwin. Dicker got upended pretty hard at his own blue line. So the Rustlers are 35 seconds of a 5-on-3 power play. Ackroyd wins the draw, and Fletcher has it in the corner. Up to Tipler at the point. Over to Horn, back to Tipler now. Horn from the top of the circle, fires a shot, steered aside by Thies. Aykroyd picks it up behind the net and feeds Tipler at the point. Across the way to Horn and back to Tipler. His shot goes off a stick wide of the net. And now the Rustlers pass across the blue line, scoots out into the neutral zone. Horn caught an edge and wiped out, and now the Royals come the other way shorthanded. They fire a shot, but it's over the net. The first Royals penalty is over. 1:10 left on the second one. Fletcher picks up the pass, but not cleanly, and he tried to play it in the corner, but got run over. A hard hit there, but he jumps back to his feet. The Royals not able to get it out across the blue line. Mullet knocks it down with his glove. And now chance in tight for Fletcher off the rebound, but it's swallowed up by Thies. Now from the corner, Hamilton trying to kick it free. It finally does come free, and it's on Dicker's stick. He gets it to Mullet in the slot, but he fans on the one-timer. Now Carson James, team's leading goal scorer, feeds it over to Dicker. His shot just wide of the net. And that pass to the point off the mark. Eisman comes out to play it. 10 seconds left in the power play for the Rustlers. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. Hamilton picks off the pass and he's in all alone. Goes to the backhand and scores. Hamilton in the right place at the right time. Tucks one home 5-hole on his backhand, and he makes it 5-0. Oh, now we got a fight. It's Carson Leggett. His helmet comes off. He's throwing a couple shots. Both helmets are off. We got a right and left. Now they're tangled up. Just a wrestling match at this point. Leggett gets his right hand loose. And they go to the ground. A good tilt. That gets both benches fired up. 18 versus 18. It was Mike Newmeyer and Carson Leggett going at it. Yeah, I was so close again. Only 2 seats away this time. 1 last time, 2 this time. So a good tilt 6 minutes into this third period sparks some life into both of these teams. And the ensuing shift is full of energy. The Royals coming in, firing a shot. And I think Eisman got a piece of that with his blocker. Now from the corner, the Royals try a centering pass, but it's picked off by Cody Jackson. And get a whistle here for a Rustlers offside. Comerford gets his stick hacked in half. No slashing penalty called there. Now the Rustlers able to chip it out of the zone. Fletcher was about to carry it across the blue line, but Hamilton was a couple feet offside, so the Royals with a chance to clear, and they do. Now from their own blue line, Coronation trying to find a way to break out. But that puck takes a weird bounce off the glass. Somehow they're able to get it back across the blue line now, but Weeks with a great defensive play. And now Hamilton down the left wing. Little toe drag and shoot up high on Thies, and he holds on, jumping down on it on the ice for a face-off. Now, if the face-off Rustlers pick up that bouncing puck, and James with a chance, his shot just wide. Puck ends up at the point where Horn picks it up, feeds it down low to Dicker. He leaves it for James. He steps out in front, fires a shot, but it's blocked. Pops way up in the air. The Royals knock it down. But they're not able to clear. The Rustlers steal it away. James with a gorgeous pass to Calvin Dicker. But an incredible save made by Seth Thies. Oh my goodness. I have no idea how he kept that out. I think it may have gone off the post or he got his paddle across. What an incredible save. Keep this a 5-0 hockey game. No, no good. Now a hard pass forward for Dicker. He feeds it over to Comerford. Comerford skating in hard towards the net, puts a shot right on goal, and now loose puck in the crease. But Thies able to jump on it before Dicker could bang it home. $11:25 left in the third period. Rustlers controlling this one from start to finish. But the Royals win the faceoff here and try to escape their own zone. And they do just that. Down the left wing, but Bailey with a great defensive play getting in the way of that rush, breaking it up. And then he blocks the ensuing shot and ends up in the netting when we get a whistle. Rustlers win the draw, and it's Bailey from behind his net. He leaves it there for Cody Jackson. Ahead to Fletcher. He goes cross ice to Brett Leggett. And a couple whacks at it in front from Ackroyd, and he buries it. Cole Ackroyd gets his second of the night, and then gets some rough stuff from his opponents, and he celebrates in an appropriate Cole Ackroyd fashion, throwing his hands in the air as he makes it 6-0. And we'll get a pair of offsetting minors after that goal and the rough stuff that followed. It's Trey McGilvery and Blake Fletcher, presumably serving 2 each for roughing. So Cole Ackroyd, who only had 2 goals on the season coming into this one, picks up 2 more tonight to match his season total or to double his season total. And now Fletcher with a centering pass from behind the net. It ends up at the point, and we get another whistle, but it appears the net was just off its moorings. So we'll stop things here. And we're just 8 seconds shy of the halfway mark of the third period. Bit of a scrum off the draw, but the Rustlers come away with it. It's Bailey from the top of the circle. He fires a shot that was redirected in front by James. But a good save made, and then the Royals able to clear the zone. Dicker quickly picks it up, regains the zone, gets it to Hamilton, and now to Jackson at the point. He skates it down the wall. His centering pass goes off a stick. James picks it up on the other side, fires a sharp angle shot that's blocked. Royals can't clear it. Hamilton gets it to Dicker, and his one-timer is a bit of a knuckle puck and ended over the net. Dicker able to keep the puck in deep, but Hamilton's pass is off the mark. And now the Royals come the other way. That long shot from the neutral zone is steered aside by the blocker of Eisenman. Now Weeks gets it to James at center ice. Back to Weeks, and he'll skate it in behind the net. Loose puck in front of the net. It's bouncing around just on top of the blue paint. That shot into traffic doesn't make it to the goal, and then the Rustler is able to clear it. Ackroyd with a big hit in front of the penalty boxes. And the Royals played in behind the Wainwright net. Now Tipler bangs it off the wall. The Royals pick it up. Play it into the far corner. Berg will pick it up there and stop behind his net. Around the wall to Comerford. And then Leggett or Tipler chips it in deep. Fletcher skates it into the corner, little spinorama. Tries to step out in front. He couldn't pull the trigger on a shot. Mullet's sharp angle shot goes off the shoulder of the goaltender and up in the air. Rustlers took a couple whacks at it, but couldn't put one on net. The Royals clear it, but Weeks sends it right back in. Coronation from their own side of center ice puts one in on goal. And Eisman holds on to that. We got a face-off upcoming. 7 minutes to go in this one. Rustlers poised to wrap up the evening with a victory. Mullet sends it down the ice. James couldn't get to it, but he'll stay in on the forecheck. Royals can't get out of their own end. Hamilton pokes that puck loose. And now Dicker picks it up. Little backhand pass out in front, but James couldn't pick it up. And Kopach gains center ice and dumps it in deep. Now the Royals cross the blue line, fire a shot on goal. Eisman kicks it into the corner. Weeks gets a hold of that puck, feeds it forward to Clausen, and he hits Ackroyd. Ackroyd loses an edge at center ice. Gets a cheer from his teammates on the bench. Now Fletcher skates into the zone. He comes in, fires a gorgeous shot, and scores. Blake Fletcher from in tight puts one bar down over the shoulder of Thies. And it's a touchdown for the Rustlers. They're up 7-0 with 5:44 to go. And now Fletcher might have another opportunity here. Tries to go in the 5-hole on a little breakaway opportunity, but he's denied by Thies. Jackson plays it in deep. And now the Royals able to clear. That dump attempt goes off Jackson, and then they hit the post. Eisenman saved by the red paint. And he gives a couple taps to his right post to say thank you. Now Tipler forces a turnover, but gives it right back. And then throws a big hit at center ice. And then the Royals, they go offside, so the whistle blows. And that rush goes by the wayside. Lishka is able to get the puck in deep with 4.5 minutes to go. The Royals not able to get out of the zone cleanly, but eventually they do get the puck out to center ice. But then Fletcher's there to pick it up. Gets it over to Comerford, but couldn't handle that pass. And Coronation comes the other way. From center ice, they put the puck on goal. Eisman steers it into the corner with his stick. And now from the top of the circle, they try to make a something happened, but Berg with a good defensive stick and then gets the puck up to James. And now Dicker from the slot all alone and buries it. Dicker scores his second of the night to make it 8-0 for the Rustlers with 3:48 to go. And now Dicker down the right wing, stops up, cuts to the middle of the ice, fires a shot, looking for his hat trick, but Thies puts a stop to that scoring opportunity. And now Weeks chases it down in his own end. Quick pass to Hamilton. He goes across the way to James. Lawson just barely stays on side, but then James catches an edge and wipes out at the blue line. Mullet plays it off the wall in his own end. But the Royals get a hold of it. That cross ice pass goes right across the top of the crease. The Wrestler is able to pick it up. The Royals pick off that stretch pass and then send it back in deep. And now Leggett skates across the blue line, cuts to the outside. Centering pass out in front, but nobody can grab it. Aykroyd plays it to Berg at the point. Back to Aykroyd. Cycles it down low to Leggett. It's pinned in the corner there. Clausen digging at it. 2 minutes to go in this one, and the whistle blows as that puck was stuck in that maze of skates. So the Wrestlers will wrap up their regular season next weekend when they head to Oyen. I believe. Let me double check my schedule here. Yes, they'll head to Oyen next Friday evening. And they'll take on the Eagles to wrap up their regular season. And then the playoffs will start the following weekend right here in Wainwright. They'll, regardless of what happens in the standings, they'll likely finish in second, but even if they finish somehow in third, they'll still have home ice advantage in the first round. And it looks like it's shaping up to maybe be a Rustlers Oyen season finale and then a Rustlers Oyen first round of the playoffs, but we'll see how things shake out in the next 7 or 8 days. Aykroyd with a chance for his hat trick. A loose puck at the top of the slot. He couldn't pull the trigger on a shot. And now Weeks fires it in deep behind the net. The Royals get a hold of it, play it down the ice, and that will be an icing call. 1 minute, 12 seconds to go. As I mentioned earlier, the Royals out of the playoff picture, but they still have 2 more games to go in their season. They got the Delburn Outlaws heading to Castor to play a home game for the against the Royals. And then the Royals will travel to Forestburg to take on the Flyers on Saturday night to wrap up their season. And the Rustlers trying so hard to get Aykroyd his hat trick. He's right back out there on the ice after about a 15-second break on the bench. He's played almost the entire final 3 minutes of the game. They want it for him bad. 45 seconds to go in this one. Lishka chips it in deep. Leggett will chase it down. And the Royals are able to clear the zone with 30 seconds to go. Now a shot from the point is blocked by Weeks. Jackson plays it in behind the net. 15 seconds left in this one. And that will do it. It's an 8-0 victory for the Rustlers. Cole Aykroyd with a pair of goals. Calvin Dicker with a pair of goals. And Thomas Eisman makes 17 saves to earn his first shutout of the season. And the Rustlers improve to 12-5 on the year and looking to finish their regular season on a win streak as they head to Oyen next weekend. It's a good night of hockey here in Wainwright. Always a good night to be watching hockey on a Saturday night in Wainwright. We thank you for joining us. Keep an eye on the Rustlers' socials and the East Central Alberta Senior Hockey League website for playoff schedules when they're announced after next weekend. And we'll be right back here on YouTube to bring you all the playoff action when the puck drops for that. But until then, we thank you, as always, for joining us. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you next time.